Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today we are going to take a look at the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, Marvel Legends Black Widow. So first off, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual packaging and the accessories and the Build-A-Figure parts that come with the figure. So first off, looking at the packaging here, on the front, on the back here, you got a nice picture of the Black Widow figure. And here you have a look at the Build-A-Figure. And here is the figures in this wave. Alright, so with Black Widow, you do get a optional extra head with the straight hair. So we'll go more into that a little later. And you get a pair of hands, extra hands there. And you get the gun, and you get the very large torso that goes along with the Mandroid Build-A-Figure. So that's really neat. You can see lots of nice detail there. I'm not planning on collecting the whole wave, so this is just going to be an extra Build-A-Figure part. I also may just put it up on eBay for sale. I'm not sure. And then you have the Mandroid's gun here. Nothing too fantastic. So let's go ahead and take a look at Miss Widow herself. So the pose I have her in right now is the pose that I could closest get to how she appears when she's crouched down in the Iron Man 2 movie. It's not the greatest pose, but it does kind of show off the articulation a little bit. So first off, let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. Then we'll take a look at size comparisons, and finally we'll take a look at the figure in detail. Now, the figure does come with the other head attached, so let's go ahead and review her like that. Attach the other head with a straight hair. So, as you can see, the head is on a ball joint. With this type of hair here, and even with some of this hair on the other head, it is limited in terms of articulation, but you do have the ball joint, shoulders. There is no bicep swivel, but you do have the joint here at the elbow, like that. Rotation at the wrist. Then you have the ab articulation here. And then you have leg articulation. Swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee. And then you have articulation at the ankle. So with that said, let's go ahead and pause and take a look at size comparisons with other Marvel Legends figures. Okay, so on the left I have the Marvel Legends Psylocke figure. On the right is the Marvel Legends Black Cat, both from the newer waves of Marvel Legends from Hasbro. You can see Black Widow in terms of height is relatively on the same height as the other two figures. However, she is very slender, and it kind of makes sort of the illusion that she's actually a smaller figure than she really is. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at her next to Iron Man. Okay, so next to Black Widow is the Iron Man 3 Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark 42 figure. And as you can see, she scales pretty well with the Iron Man Mark 42 figure. Okay, so let's have a close look at the Black Widow figure, and starting with the head sculpt. Of course, this is the head sculpt with the long hair. It does also come with the more shorter hair, as you can see there, more curly, different hairstyle. You can see the two figures side by side there in terms of the face. And luckily the eye colors and lipstick seem to be painted on pretty well. I only found this one figure. There was not a second or third one to kind of compare against, so I guess I lucked out in terms of how the paint got applied to the face. And some of you may know that in the past with the Toy Biz Marvel Legends female figures, those female figures for the most part were very, very non-feminine. Whereas these new Marvel Legends figures for the female figures are definitely an improvement, and definitely look very feminine, so that's good. Okay, so looking at the torso here, nice torso area. She's got the shield insignia on her shoulder there. Looks pretty nice. The back, Nice detail here around her midsection. Now she does not come with weapons in terms of handguns. The handguns here are sculpted into the holsters and they do not remove. So that's one thing I have a problem with about this figure. So shame on Hasbro for that. Another thing is this belt is actually, or this strap here on both sides, these straps are supposed to be attached to the belt, but I guess Hasbro designers chose to leave these detached so that her hips would have a wide range of movement and not be hindered by the straps. However, I would have preferred that they attach and maybe have a little bit of slack there to allow that articulation and still have it connected somehow to the belt, or even an option to detach or attach those. I don't like them just hanging like this. That looks pretty lame. In fact, what I may do is just cut those off because they're just they're just hanging there loose. So that's another thing I don't like about the figure. So you can see more detail here. So yeah, but overall I do like the figure. Definitely like the way that Hasbro has definitely sculpted these female figures very nicely. And for the most part the joints are pretty well hidden, especially on this figure. So yeah, if you definitely like the character, you like the actress, if you just like a good female articulated action figure, this is definitely one you want to pick up. However, like I said before, the two issues I have again are a lack of usable guns and these design here with these loose straps. Other than that, it's a pretty nice figure. And I picked up this figure from my local Walmart for $20. So the price has seemed to have gone up on these Marvel Legends figures. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been my review of the Captain America Winter Soldier Marvel Legends Black Widow.